Hi students, very good morning. In this lecture we are going to deal regarding HCP packing fraction, that is hexagonal close packing arrangement. See, if you see HCP pattern, it will be in this pattern, right? So one is hexagon like this, like benzene. Here also at the bottom one benzene, and in the middle between above layer one hexagon you are having, below one hexagon. In between the two hexagons you are having three particles, 1, 2, 3. Okay, getting this? Above one hexagon, below one hexagon, in between the two hexagon layers you are having three particles. Right, now these corners have been joined. Okay, now packing efficiency means we know that volume, number of particles into volume of each particle by total volume of this entire unit cell. Okay, this entire unit cell we want. So what I am doing is, this is the general condition what we require. Packing efficiency will be equal to volume occupied by the spheres in the unit cell by volume of the HCP. Okay, volume of HCP, how you can write? You can't take here A cube, right? Because length is not A. Here bottom you are having hexagon, so that what you will be having? Can you take area into height? That is nothing but volume. Getting me? Base area into height. For this one you require base area. This area into height. This is something like B, or you can assume as C. Now what you will do? What is the area of this one? You can't do that. So if you bisect this one, all these things, you are getting one equilateral triangle like 2. If you bisect this one also like this, you will be getting 3, 4, 5, 6. So at the base you will be getting 6 equilateral triangles. So if you know the area of one equilateral triangle into 6 you will do, means you will be getting the area of the 6 equilateral triangles. Okay, what is the area of equilateral triangle? I think it is root 3 by 4 a square. Clear? So I am writing here. So let me write here. Area of one triangle, this is equal to root 3 by 4 a square. You are having how much area? How many triangles? So 6 triangles. Area is equal to 6 into 3 by 4 a square. Suppose if I want volume, so that is nothing but area into height, right? Area into height is nothing but volume. So what is area? That is the area 6 into root 3 by 4 a square into h. H value I should know. I should know the value of this height. Okay, I should calculate that one. Right, so this is the condition. So where you will be getting this one? You will be getting in the terms of denominator. So this value, this HCP value is nothing but this one, 6 into root 3 by 4 a square into height. Now I should find out the value of height. Okay, so for finding out the value of height, what I am doing is, see here 3 particles are present in between the layers, right? These 3 particles I am representing here, Q, M, R. Clear? These 3 particles, whatever that are present between the hexagonal layers, I am writing like this. And one particle is present here, one particle is present here. So that particle, above particle I am representing with P, and below particle I am representing like this. I have not named it. So if I take only this triangle QMR, see this is QMR. So this will be taken as the center of the sphere. So from here to here distance will be 2r, here to here distance is 2r, and Q to M it is 2r. Clear? Because always the particle is assumed to be the center of the sphere. Now the same thing, I am taking the triangle as well as the top particle. This is the triangle, okay, and top particle I am placing here. So I am linking like this, PQ, PR, PM, and the distance between these two is what? 2r only. See, PQ is 2r only, QM is also 2r, QR is also 2r, MR is also 2r. Clear? Now what I am doing is, from R I am bisecting QM. Is it clear now? See, whatever the particles that are present between the two layers, these 3 particles I am taking like this, I am linking them, I am forming a equilateral triangle. The particle which is above, here this one I am representing with P, this particle I am representing with something, you write it as A, nothing will happen. Now I am taking this diagram itself, this 3 triangle like this I am taking, and I am representing, and I am bisecting from R to a point on the QM. On this line QM I am bisecting from R, so that you are getting a perpendicular to this. Okay, that point I am representing it with N. Right, and I am showing the diagram with M, Q, R with P. This one 2R, 2r, 2r. Okay. Now from this if I calculate what is the value of Rn. So what you will be getting? Rn if I take, you know the value like a square minus a square by 4. Clear? Rn value will be equal to root 3 by 2 a. This is equilateral triangle, right? So what happens? This side, this side, this side you are taking. So from here to here it is 2r. Okay. 2r. This one how much it will become? You are bisecting. You should find out the value of Rn. Rn no need. Directly if you go for this is the right angle triangle, right? Rn cube. You will be getting root 3 by 2 a. Okay. So this nothing but this entire thing is a only, right? I am taking in terms of a. Rq is a. This one Rn you require the value like, so that you will be getting root 3 by 2 a. Clear, students? Okay. Next what I am doing is, here P is present, right? If I draw a line perpendicular to this, okay, it bisects this Rn line into 2:1 ratio. In the centroid you will be having, right, in equilateral triangle, on the height, the middle line whatever that is passing, if you draw a perpendicular onto that line, it will be bisecting in 2:1 ratio. This is clear? QMR is there, R to N you are drawn a perpendicular line, and that perpendicular line value is root 3 by 2a. This is the height you can calculate. Okay. And at the top a particle P is present. If you draw a perpendicular line onto the Rn, it bisects that Rn line into the ratio of 2:1. Okay. Now this is the Rn1 and the point P is present at the top. If you draw a perpendicular to this one, what happens? It bisects the line Rn into 2:1 ratio. So it is 2 times and this is 1 times. So what is will be the RY value? It is 2 by 3 times. So 2:1 means total parts is 3. So it is 2 by 3 times of Rn. RO value is 2/3 of Rn value, because it divides this perpendicular divides this one into 2:1 ratio. So RO is equal to 2 by 3 Rn value. Rn value you have got root 3 by 2a. So it is root 3 by 2a. So value will 2 will be cancelled. A by root 3 you will be getting the value. Clear? So from here to here you are pointing out. So if you see here, from here to here, this value will be half of b, right? So that is b by 2. So what I am doing is, so if I take b, nothing will happen. I am taking here it as c. Okay. What is this? C by 2, right? From here to here, if I take a to b, this entire thing is represented b. From here to here, if I take this as height h, this half height will be h by 2, right? Now I am taking the line from here to here, center of the circle. I am from here and I am pointing out here. So here to here value is like this PR and PO. PO is present at the center of these 3 spheres. This line. So here O is present. From here to here it is h by 2. Here h by 2 will be. Okay. So I am linking these two. This two link is 2R. This is what? C by 2 or h by 2. And this one. From here to here you will be having the value. This here to here RO value you know, that is 2 by 3 times of this one. That is what you have calculated. So RO value is a by root 3. PO value is c by 2. So PR value is a. Okay. That is a value. So that what happens? C by 2 whole square plus a by root 3 whole square will be equal to PR. That is a square. So that from that you will be getting the value of c. The c value. This one if you subject c you will be getting the value of c. What is the c? That is what we have discussed here, height. Clear? This is the height what we are getting. Why we have calculated that height? Because in this place height is there, no? That one will be replaced. So as to calculate the volume. So it is 6 into root 3 by 4 a square into, what is the value of c? Value is 2 root 2. So it is 2 root 2 by root 3 a. This is the volume. Getting clear? So packing efficiency is nothing but number of particles into volume of each particle by total volume of unit cell. Clear? This is the thing what you will be getting. So volume of each particle you know. This one it is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Okay? By what is the total volume? This is the total volume. 6 into root 3 by 4 a square into 2 root 2 by root 3 a. Okay? And you should find out the value of z. you convert these two things into same value. You convert this into either a cube or this one into r cube. This one in forms of r, this one r in forms of a. Nothing happened. You convert this one, a is equal to nothing but 2r, right? Okay. You convert the value like that so that you will be getting a cube. You should calculate the now value of z. Getting? So the value of z. See, if you see the particles here, these are present at the corner side hexagon. This corner particle is shaded by how many unit cells? So if you draw a unit cell like this one, like this, you will be getting 1, 2, 3 in the plane above 1, 2, 3. So this each particle in hexagon, otherwise you remember, this each particle in hexagon, it is shaded by 6 unit cells. In hexagon, each corner particle is shaded by 6 unit cells. So what you will be getting? It is shaded by 12. So 12, how many particles are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Here 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 particles are there and the corners, and each one contributes 1 by 6th. Now if you go for here, it is face center, and this one also is also face center. Clear? So face center contribution is half. How many are there? 1, this is 2. So you are getting 2 are there, 2 into half. And in the body center you are having 3. These 3 are shaded by only this unit cell. It is not, those are not shaded by other unit cells. So you will be getting the value like 3 into 1. So number of cells are 6. So 6 into 4 by 3 pi r cube by, if you substitute the value of unit cell, okay, then you will be getting the value as 74. Okay, 0.74. If you multiply it with 100, you will be getting the packing efficiency of HCP as 74. Same like that of FCC. Clear? So number of cells, number of spheres you are getting here, it is in HCP, it is 6. So again I am representing here one picture. You take the same thing like this. Finally I have got in this pattern. Okay, 2, 3 by 4. This is the way of calculating the packing efficiency of HCP. Generally you will not get any questions from this. You remember, for advanced you will be having, sometimes they may be asking what is the packing efficiency of HCP. So there is one more content, that is packing efficiency with respect to diamond. Okay, diamond you can remember directly like this. In diamond, particles are present are at the corners as well as the face as well as alternate tetrahedral voids. You remember this. Diamond, the particles are present at the corners. Okay, corners means how many corners are there? 8 corners like a cube, right? It will be like a cube. 8 corners, each contribution is 1 by 8. At face, how many faces are there? 6 faces are there, and each contribution of the face is half. And alternate tetrahedral voids. How many tetrahedral voids are there for you? Totally you will be getting 8. So in that alternately they are filled up, means it is 4. So 8 into 1 by 8 plus 6 into half plus 4. So that you will be getting 8 atoms. So total number of atoms in diamond are 8. So it is 8 into 4 by 3 pi r cube by a cube. And the relation between a and r, it is given in this pattern. Root 3a by 2 is equal to 4r. Okay, root 3a by 2 is equal to 4r. Don't get confused here. Generally you know that root 3a is equal to 4r for BCC. Okay, for BCC root 3a is equal to 4r. Now what you are doing is, now root 3a by 2 is equal to 4r you are taking, because it is present in tetrahedral voids also. When I come practically, I will show you that in the class. Root 3a by 2, you remember here, root 3a is equal to 4r. That is the relation between the BCC as well in the condition of BCC. For diamond, it is root 3a by 2 is equal to 4r and a is equal to 8r by root 3. Clear? So now you substitute this value of a is equal to 8r by root 3 here. So 8r by root 3 is whole cube will be into 100 will be equal to 34%. So this is the packing efficiency of diamond. Okay, packing efficiency of diamond is 34. Packing efficiency of HCP is 74. So these are the two things, students, where you can expect the direct questions. What is the value of R with respect to A, and what is the packing efficiency of the both things. This is what for today. Have a nice day. Bye bye, students.